about the new Virginia Scenic Byways in Prince William County, which add almost 40 miles of roads to the state network. In Prince William, it's really kind of special. Prince William is such a beautiful and unique county, from the tidal shoreline all the way across the county. We kind of undulate upwards to the Bull Run Mountain. And I believe we are the only locality in the entire Chesapeake Bay watershed that has both a tidal shoreline and a mountain. And that's exactly where these scenic byways, they start down close to the coastal plain, come all the way up to mid-county, and then they skip, and the Antioch Road segment is more of the mountain terrain. So it really showcases the beauty of the county, and they all go through our protected rural area, which is our countryside that people have no idea how attractive it is. I hope you all drive down Joplin Road, which is a fabulously beautiful road. And I also want to say as an introduction that this would have never happened without partners and people working together. So I have so many thanks for Supervisor Cadigan's office, without whom this would not have happened, and Supervisor Lawson and Noe and Canlin, who supported this effort, because it really is a testament to the benefits of working together for a common good. Now we're going to unveil the sign.
1, 2, 3. I'm delighted to be here today. It's a beautiful morning, thank goodness. And I personally want to thank you, Kim. I want to thank you and the Conservation Alliance for including my district, the Potomac District, in this byway, very first in Prince William County. And I also, Presidency, you played an important role in this with the Transportation Board. Thank you. VDOT here, my friends from VDOT, a lot of people. I just wanted to say that a little bit further down, Marty corrects me all the time. He feels his part isn't polls. I'll debate that with him. A little bit further down, we have, Independence Hill School and the old administrative building. And I had to put up a sign a few years ago, no trucks coming through this area. And I think it needs to go up. I'll coordinate with you, Marty, to have no through truck traffic here. It's a beautiful scenic road. It is in the rural crescent in my area. And on one side, as you drive down this beautiful road, you will see Prince William Forest Park on one side, and on the other side is the Marine Corps base, heavily buffered. And as you drive down this rural road, then you'll come to our treasure in the county, in the eastern end of the county as well, the National Museum of the Marine Corps. So I'm very happy that we could be a part of it. Kim was instrumental. She did all the coordination. And so I'm a part of the polls in Greensville. And we met also to make sure that this was in it. And we did
a long time ago.
Yes. So I want to thank everybody who was involved.
On behalf of Secretary Lane and the entire Commonwealth Transportation Board, we're pleased that we were able to support this effort on the Scenic Byways in Virginia. When Governor McAuliffe first came into office, one of the first things he ordered the Secretary to do was, and you'll remember this, put up the Virginia is for Lovers signs again as you entered the Commonwealth. He did that because Virginia had a brand. It was known. He didn't want it to be forgotten. It's the same parallel to Scenic Byways. I say that because there's a lot of construction going on throughout Northern Virginia and here in Prince William County. And although transportation demand is there, we can't forget to balance that with the scenic byways that make Virginia, Virginia. So in a small part that we've played at the CTB in funding this effort, we're proud to be here in support of what Kim and all her hard work has ventured to be a reality.
Supervisor Janine Lawson, Brentsville. Thank you, Kim. I thought of your perseverance as I was driving down here today, and I really appreciate it. You and the Conservation Alliance. And Virginia is such an incredibly beautiful state, just like Mr. Garzinski said. And let this sign serve as a reminder to the folks that drive by that it's an opportunity to slow down and really enjoy this beautiful scenery that we have. It's a treasure of Prince William County. And I just, again, want to thank Kim and thank Supervisors Cadigan and Noe and the CTD, Mr. Garzinski, for bringing this to fruition. Thank you so much.
When I look at Joplin Road, and Mrs. Cadigan is so kind to let me have this little half-mile section of Joplin Road, and Coles District ends right there. But here we are standing essentially in an area where Joplin Road, Bristow Road, and Aden Road all begin together in this one 1 mile circle roughly. These 3 roads all begin at the same place and then go off in different directions through our beautiful county. And what is interesting about this project is I got some phone calls from folks on Bristow and Aden roads, even here along this first section of Joplin, asking me, well, how will this designation, how will it being a scenic byway change things for us? You know, is this good news for us, bad news for us as landowners? And what I told them was, it really doesn't change anything. These roads have always been scenic byways. Now we're acknowledging that reality in a very formalized way. But we're not changing these roads, we're protecting them for what they are. And with that, every citizen I spoke to at that point became very enthusiastic about the idea of having this designation and protecting the heritage that this part of the county cherishes. What I'll share with you is there's a little building, a little brown building right across the street here. It looks like an old shed or an old barn. That building sits on the foundation of the original building, the old Coles Ordinary, which is the spot after which the Coles Magisterial District is named. So this is actually a very historic area, and there was at one time a whole community called Independent Hill, with shops and houses and lots of churches and schools. And when the Marine Corps base was built and the park was built, that community sort of just vanished. And I love the fact that today, well, you know, we still have some old buildings, and we still have some shops, and we have some churches, and we have some schools, and we have commerce taking place. And this area is becoming a community once again. There's a true sense of place coming back to the Independent Hill neighborhood, and a lot of that sense of place is being defined by the fact that it's where our development area on that side of the road and the rural area on this side of the road come together and help make Prince William County a great place to live. So this is a really exciting
I'm
day.
here to represent the rest of the board, Ruth Anderson from the Occoquan District, because this is something we all agreed on and we all supported. We've had our challenges lately, we have more challenges to come, but this is a happy moment and we're all very proud to support this. And I'd like to add something to what Supervisor Noe said. I represented the Coles District when I was on the Historical Commission a few years ago, and I had the privilege of interviewing Mr. Samsky before he passed away, because we were trying to dig into the history of why Coles is Coles. So thank you, Kim. We might not, the Occoquan District may not be right here, but Kim lives under us in the Conservation Alliance office. So thank you so much.